Good morning, everyone. This morning, I decided that I was going to talk by my fridge in my kitchen because it's been a long week and it's been a long month. So I thought, why not I just sit here? Be easy. And I have these great pictures on my fridge. And look, right here. Here's one from almost a year ago now, maybe a little bit less than a year, but it was from September of 2019. Ooh, that was more than a year ago. Sorry about that. And there I am, and then there y'all are. See, in the picture? And then we're sitting in the parish hall at the 9:00 service. And then I have a great bumper sticker, and then a picture from my high school graduation with my friends, and then a picture from when I was in college. And then I have this postcard that's actually a painting of the chapel from my college. And they're all great pictures, and they all tell parts of my life. That's my life from high school, that's my life from college, and that's my life with y'all. They're all little pieces of my life that kind of tell my story. And today, we have lots of passages. We have a passage from Deuteronomy in the Old Testament. We have a passage from the New Testament in 1 Corinthians. We have a passage again from the Old Testament in Psalm. And we have a passage from the Gospels from Mark. And each one of those passages is a part of God's story. In each passage, we learn a little bit about God's power. And in Deuteronomy, which is a book in almost the very beginning of the Bible, it's one of the first 5 books, we hear Moses, and we've heard Moses before. Moses is the one that brought the people out of Egypt. That's Moses. And the people are then asking Moses, who's going to be this new prophet that you speak of? And Moses says, the prophet will be of the people and will speak the word of God. Big deal. And then in the Psalms, we have a beautiful passage about the different ways God shows up in our lives and how God is continuing to be present. And then in 1 Corinthians, we learn about the knowledge that God gives. But that's all a bunch of stories, big, important stories, but I want to focus on the story of Mark. In this story, it's a little complicated. Jesus is in Capernaum with the disciples. And there's this man who's not healthy. And Jesus heals him. And the disciples in Capernaum, the people of Capernaum, are all amazed. They can't understand what happens, but they're fussing and they're trying to figure out what happened. Like, how did Jesus do this? And what has Jesus done? And Jesus doesn't answer. The people are just shocked and surprised. And Jesus lets them be shocked and surprised. And you're kind of asking, well, why does Jesus do that? Why does Jesus leave them shocked and surprised? And the word our passage uses is amazed. Well, after we hear the word amazed, we learn how those people went out and told everyone what happened to share the news of Jesus' power. Just like Moses was doing, just like the Psalms trying to do, and just like 1 Corinthians doing. They're all little snapshots of Jesus' power and of God's power. But, like the pictures on my fridge, they're all little pieces of a bigger puzzle. And we all know, we all can take pictures now, and we can know that we can shift the camera a little bit and we can get a whole different picture. And then like my postcard, which is a painting of an actual picture, it looks different because it's painted, but it's still telling a story. And I get to see and reminded of it every day when I see it on my fridge of the place where I was, and I get to have it in this beautiful image. And the cool thing is each of these pictures are important, and they each tell a story behind the picture. This is a picture of my graduation. It's one picture of a very important day in my life in high school. This is a picture with y'all. What now seems even more important. Now I'm giving you a sermon through a camera in my kitchen, where in this picture, I was doing the same thing, but you were right in front of me without a camera in between. Instead, the camera was at a different angle, and you could see what's going on. You can't even see the full flutter of my face in this picture. And that's the cool part. These pictures stay on my fridge. And so every morning when I get up and I make my breakfast, I see them. I'm reminded of these stories, and I get to be amazed by them. I get to celebrate my accomplishments like graduating from high school. Isn't that really cool? And I keep them on my fridge as a reminder for me to take the time to be amazed. Just like Jesus was asking the people of Capernaum and the disciples to be amazed. I gave you the explanations for these pictures, but I didn't have to. I don't necessarily think about the explanations of the pictures every time I look at them. I get to be amazed by them. I get to remember a time. So this week, I want y'all to take time to be amazed, to be shocked, to be surprised, and to remember a good story. Because that's what happens in the Gospel of Mark. They witness the story in live time of a miracle that Jesus performs. And then they go and tell the people about it. But in between, they're surprised, they're shocked, they're amazed. So, be amazed this week. Be amazed by the power of God.